How is it going today? Lord, let's get my name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne N Jazz. Today we have for you a death battle Shadow. I'm sorry, I'm about to say Sonic.
How dare you?
Shadow versus Ryuko. Sonic the Hedgehog. See, Sonic the Hedgehog versus Kill Kill.
Well, I mean, he's from that. So
yeah. So I'm excited. It's time, man. They're both dressed in black and red.
Man.
They both dressed in black and red. That's about the only comparison, right? We're gonna see. They might
well,
have more.
One has more fan service than others.
A lot more fan service.
A lot.
You ever see Kill Kill? They got a lot of fan service.
But it's a good show.
For everybody.
It's a good show.
It's a good show, though. It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Wait, let's get into it. If you guys have interest, guys, please follow us on social medias in the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on in. I just love their intro so much. I love
the little beat.
Yeah, the little beat they put in the beginning. Alright, it's time.
Shadow the Hedgehog, powerhouse of chaos, and rival to Sonic.
And Ryuko Matoi, the team fighter in life fiber from Kill la Kill.
They both may be try-hard incarnates, but when the chips are down, who is the deadliest edgelord of them all?
He's wielding a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
And
who
Shadow's
will win
voice was cool,
a death
too.
Oh, yeah,
battle.
his voice was nice and
Yeah.
calm. Ooh.
That's what made him
Dr.
threatening.
Gerald Robotnik, grandfather to the Dr. Eggman we all know, had a problem. His granddaughter, Maria, was dying, succumbing to a neuroimmunity disease with no known cure.
But old Jerry had a plan. When the government contacted him to build the ultimate life form, he figured its DNA could cure Maria no problem. So he took the job, and by studying the infinite power of Chaos Emeralds, with some alien assistance, he made the one and only Shadow the Hedgehog. Wait, did the government commission him, or was it Hot Topic?
Better question, since when were hedgehogs ultimate disease-curing life forms? I mean, Gerald's prototype was a lizard, which sort of makes sense, as certain reptiles have regenerative tissue, but then he went from this to a hedgehog.
I mean, it's the ultimate defense.
Okay?
Who
Facts.
cares if he's a lizard, hedgehog, squirrel, or whatever, Liz? All that matters is he's super badass looking, super badass sounding, and is super powered by chaos.
I remember playing that game.
Shadow's powers are directly tied to those of the Miracle Gems, Chaos Emeralds. He can tap into their power for incredible feats, similar to his Blue Blur rival. Likely for this very reason, he actually possesses many of the same abilities as Sonic.
You know, the guy who's so fast he can almost outrun a black hole?
Spin attacks, homing attacks, spin dashes, etc.
But unlike his blue buddy, Shadow's not afraid to get serious and bust out some lead.
Right.
Right, he got a
Wait,
block
is a
on him.
spin attack?
Look,
You got a goddamn gun or a sword as big as you? Look at that thing.
He's used some of the same power-ups that Sonic's picked up, like heat barrier.
I just want to know what the creators thought right there. They was like, how are we gonna make him more threatening than Sonic?
Give him a Glock.
Give him a Glock. Give him a Uzi. Let him shoot it.
Let that thing off.
Let that thing go. That's it, Tom. We're gonna give him the Uzi. Like, what? All right, let's go.
Is in magnetic lightning shields, but he also has some unique gear all of his own.
I love
His
that
air shoes
game.
are way
Oh my
cooler than
God.
Sonic's sneakers. They can boost his speed to
Yep.
match Sonic's and also let him fly. Kind of. He's even got some gear attached that lets him attack at the speed of light.
However, all of these abilities and
I
equipment
think
are
I
mere
played that one.
accessories to Shadow's
I can't remember which one I
power.
played. I
The
played
might
one
of chaos
that was like
itself.
really
Even
good, and it
without
had like
the glove on
Metal
hand,
Sonic.
Shadow can summon
Oh, I know
similar
which one you're
power,
talking about. I
I
don't
can't remember the name of it, but it was fire, and I was like, that made me a fan.
I think I've started
But
even
even
these
though
on the
they totally
Dreamcast. I
asked for
think.
Dark Jerry to make Shadow, the feds got spooked
Yeah,
and
the
tried to
Sega
shut down the
Dreamcast.
project. And that's when things went bad. Like, really bad.
Shadow was successfully sealed
Wow,
away,
that's
but in the
dark.
crossfire, a life was lost. Maria.
Wow.
Locked up and super pissed off, Shadow had plenty of time to work on his angsty poetry. And
Yep.
Jerry had time to give him fake memories and a need for revenge against all humanity. Wish you think we're ever gonna find a scientist who doesn't go totally bonkers?
I mean, what about me?
Okay.
Well, since Maria was Shadow's only real friend, revenge seemed like a good idea, which was a serious problem considering just how powerful he is.
Yeah.
He can teleport, slow down, or even stop time, and even time travel a bit. And just like any teenage boy, he's got some serious mood swings he doesn't like to talk about.
Which can actually affect his abilities. With negative emotion, his raw power intensifies. With positive emotion, he gains more control. But when it comes down to it, the government may have been right to worry. Shadow possesses so much power, even he can't always control it.
Chaos powers are crazy. Sonic once used all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds to literally rebuild the Earth.
This is why Shadow wears inhibitor rings, which limit how much
I didn't
chaos
know
energy
that.
he can release. release at
I
once.
did not know
when
that,
he
no.
does
Yeah.
remove them, what he loses in control is made up for by a massive increase in power, enough to match that of a whole
Wow.
Chaos Emerald.
Wow.
What?
Look
What
at
are
him.
you looking
Look.
at?
Wow.
Is that, do you have a ring on your robot arm?
It was a gift.
Cool. Well, good luck with that. All the rings I've given out to people always get sent back eventually. Anyway, Spiky Head's so powerful, he teleported an entire space colony and even a giant asteroid. Plus, he's held back this huge space
He
plant
was
monster.
to the vacuum
And of course,
space.
tapping into the power of additional Chaos Emeralds increases his power to unbelievable heights.
By doing a tango with all 7, he can turn into Super Shadow. Now, without power rings, this form can't stick around for more than a full minute. But while he's golden, he's got super enhanced abilities, is basically invulnerable,
Of course, you
and
gotta have
he
a
can
timeline.
fly.
Base
Of
Shadows
course.
not only
Yeah.
survived being shot out of a cannon, but he's just as tough as Sonic, who survived the space station Death Egg exploding right in front of him. Most impressively, as Super Shadow, he and Supersonic were fired into planet Aquarius, obliterating it. This would take
Yep, and
over
they
a whole
didn't die.
exaton of TNT.
So you've explained. All this happened because after 50 years of Shadow being trapped, Eggman himself released him to conquer the world. Sonic and Gru had to stop him from destroying all mankind, but really he's so fast he'd wreck anyone's shit before they'd notice.
Yep,
Shadow
he
has
folds.
dodged gunfire and destroyed enemies without being seen, but his light speed attacks are stated as being exactly that, light speed. Almost 3 million meters per second.
So Shadow's super strong and super fast. Makes sense he's a formidable enemy to just about anyone.
Lucky for our heroes, they inspired Shadow to regain his memories of Maria, who actually wanted him to protect humanity instead of,
Destroy it.
destroy it.
He
Right.
may have softened up, but he'll always be the edgy hedgehog we love to hate to love.
And how is she gonna beat him? Like, after all this.
Mission now.
How is she gonna beat him after all this? He seems overpowered.
I mean, she does a
Thousands
lot
of years
too.
ago,
She does, she
aliens
does.
that would come to be known as life fibers crashed to Earth.
Yes.
These parasites attached themselves to the most intelligent species they could find, humans.
And they even got humans to make them into clothes,
Yep,
so it
clothing.
was easier for them to live on us. And provide viewers with gratuitous fan service.
Fan service. See?
Yeah. Anyway, the life fibers helped humans evolve more quickly and soon just passively survived as humanity developed. But some weren't content with such passivity, like Ragyo Kirui, who had access to the
Her
original
mother.
primordial life fiber that landed on Earth so long ago.
And humans are gonna human, so she and her husband experimented on that sucker like nobody's business.
They attempted to infuse fibers into both of their daughters.
Yeah.
Their first daughter was too old for the experiment to be a success, and it appeared that their infant second daughter was also a failure. So Ragyo just threw her away.
Threw away.
Whoa,
Exactly.
She threw away her baby?
Yes.
That reminds me of how my dad
That's how
just threw
evil she
away
is.
our relationship.
Well, fortunately for this child, her father
dad.
couldn't stand by Ragyo's decision and rescued her, assuming the name Ishin Matoi, and raised this daughter himself. This is Ryuko.
Yeah, things were okay for a while, but it wasn't a picnic at the Matoi household. Ryuko and Ishin didn't always get along, so he shipped her off to boarding school to fight other people there instead of him. When she finally came home, she found dear old dad bleeding out, impaled by a
One of the
weird-looking
blades.
sword.
This was the first half of what would become her signature weapon, the Scissor Blades. In Ishin's last moments, he urged Ryuko to find whoever wielded the other half of the weapon, the one who killed him.
Ryuko might not have known it, but
And
the scissor
man,
blades
was
were
she a
created by
problem.
her father out of life fibers.
They're actually
Yep.
one of the only weapons that can cut and destroy life fibers, which is important when your opponents are all using, life fibers.
Yeah.
I would say we take a
Oh,
shot
my.
every time we say life fiber, but you'd definitely die, Wiz. And do not try that at home. Anyway, with the quest of revenge and half a scissor blade, she started hunting down her father's killer. But she couldn't do it by herself. So she found a skimpy sailor suit to help her out. Yeah, here's that fan service thing I was telling you about.
This is
I mean,
Senketsu, a living suit made from life fibers, also known as a kamui. Now, there's plenty of clothing out there made with some life fiber, but a kamui like Senketsu is unique in that it's made of 100% life fiber. And yes, I said living suit.
Wait, Ryuko.
You
These
talk.
assassins can't hear me. Oh, that feels nice. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Not just anyone can wear Senketsu, as they have to successfully bond
Bond.
with him for the process to work. Lucky for Ryuko, she absolutely could, in no small part thanks to the life fibers infused within her body when she was an infant.
See, Mom, you
The mom
trash
was doing
person,
all
it
that
did work.
stuff to her.
And when she and Senketsu learned how to work together, there wasn't much that could stand in their way. He's more than just a sailor outfit.
As a life fiber construct, Senketsu can absorb other life fibers to increase his own power, allowing him to transform to gain new
Man, I
abilities.
missed this show.
His
I think
show was
I'm
lit.
watching
I'm gonna
it
watch it
again.
again, yeah.
Spiky, and his Shifu form turns Ryuko into a badass fighting rocket.
He's also able to combine both the Senjin and Shiku forms for more versatility. Admittedly, though, each of these transformations comes at a cost for Ryuko, as they're fueled by Senketsu consuming her blood. This is most dangerous in his Berserker form, that occurs when Ryuko gets too upset and Senketsu loses control. If not stopped in time, she could die from too much blood loss.
But most impressive is when Ryuko straight up goes flying Super Saiyan and Senketsu turns into his Kisaragi form. It's way more powerful and uses even more of her blood. What's the deal? Is Senketsu a vampire?
Well, a popular theory suggests that it's all a metaphor for puberty. Senketsu pulling out Ryuko's blood is symbolic of menstruation, and the skimpier outfits visualize acceptance of sexuality and adulthood, except she's a teenager who already went through puberty?
Right.
Liz, do you have a daughter?
No.
I thought so. At least having life fiber DNA means
like,
she has
huh?
crazy abilities on top of Senketsu's transformations, like insane super fast healing.
Basically, life fibers restore themselves so quickly that Ryuko's body starts regenerating before a blade has finished cutting through her. Unless someone is quick enough to cut through her body before this regeneration begins, she can survive almost anything.
She's been stabbed and sliced
Yes.
tons of times, including
Yes, she
completely in
has.
half, and even had her heart ripped out of her chest. Can we get this chick as the next guest character in Mortal Kombat? I mean, they're taking basically anybody these days, so...
Her strength is incredible. At one point, she had to blast a hole through a layer of life fibers surrounding the entire planet. Life fibers are stated to be harder than solid steel, so to pull this off, she must have struck with a force equivalent to
Forgot
over
how-
650
how-
exatons
How crazy
of
this
TNT.
anime got.
Which means
It was
she'd be able to take
wild.
a hit that strong, too. But with all these powers and more, Ryuko finally found her father's killer.
And completed the rending scissors.
These swords can casually cut through skyscrapers and have some super forms of their own.
Yep.
Decapitation mode extends the blades for better slicing and dicing, while alumni mode makes them so gigantic they eclipse the freaking earth. What is this show?
That's why I was like,
The scissor blade is normally about 2.5
I totally
feet long.
forgot.
Scaling
What
up,
is
the
this
alumni
show?
mode appears to be about 1,017 times larger.
Look,
weighing
the show is
well
good,
over 3
okay?
million
It is
tons.
good, but it
If
did
you
get
ever
like,
had normal scissors at home.
It's
Imagine
anime.
lifting
It's
50
anime.
billion of those all at once. That's what this is like.
She can slice through 200 tennis balls 5 times each in less than a second, which us in the scientifically community call fast as f***.
Or 8,000 times faster than sound. And she rocketed into the atmosphere in less than 18
I think she
seconds.
might take this
which means
fight, I
her
don't
flying
know.
I forgot how
speed
OP
reached
she
Mach
was.
500.
Wait. Why is everyone naked?
Ryuko may not have
Hey.
had the easiest
Life fiber.
upbringing, but
Right.
after dedicating herself to revenge for so long, and yet saving the entire planet, she had become something unexpected. A hero.
Let's go! We're gonna slice your ass in half!
Oh, so her outfit was cute too, even though it was like a lot of fan service. I was like,
All
that
right,
outfit
that's
banging.
ours.
Like it is. It is.
Possibility.
let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, look at Shadow.
Who cares?
Ryuko, maybe we should...
Oh, yeah?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh.
All right.
Oh my
They
god.
doing
They
it how
do
the
it.
show
That's
did.
exactly how the show did. That's exactly how the show did.
Shadow just always looks cool.
He does.
Like in anything. Let's go.
Chaos control.
Ooh. Yeah, he is fast.
He's fast.
He's anticipating you. You should anticipate him instead.
No shit, stupid!
I love how he always like give her pointers and everything.
Yup.
And then she'd be like, shut up, and then just do the same thing that he said.
Exactly. No, Shadow, come on, baby.
Oh, you rooting for Shadow?
I'm rooting for Shadow, by the way,
Okay.
yes.
So you know what?
You say, you know what?
I'm shoot you with this gun.
He chose violence.
Careful. That
No.
hurts.
No.
Yeah, she's fine.
I was like, no, wait, I forgot. I was like, did he just... He did not body her just now.
Time to end this. Behold
Ooh.
my power.
You have a minute, though. Mm.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Baker.
I just noticed they have the same colors for their gold form, too.
Yes, yeah, I just peeped that. I still got Shadow. Shadow by the...
Ooh.
Shadow, come on.
Let's
God
go.
dang, look at that thing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he took them off.
Oh, it's over now.
Uh-oh.
It's over now. It done made him mad.
Chaos blast. I'm the coolest.
You sure are.
You know, we made fun of how little clothing Ryuko was wearing, but Shadow's been naked the whole time.
Armed with Senketsu,
Sure.
scissor
True.
blades, and her life fiber buffs, Ryuko was definitely a match for Shadow at first.
Yeah, with her awesome strength combined with her insane endurance, Space Form Shadow was in a lot of trouble. But even then, it wasn't a surefire win for the rocket chick.
Outside of his super form, Shadow never withstood anything on the scale of Ryuko's hole in the life fibers surrounding Earth. At her maximum power, she could have easily dealt a killing blow if she could catch him. Shadow could keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, whose race against the black hole proves he can move over 260,000 times faster than sound. Far faster than anything Ryuko's shown, and more than quick enough to slice through a life fiber before it has time to heal.
It always
The
comes
red
down
and
to
black
speed.
Hedgehog turned
Yep.
red
All
and
the
gold.
time.
Ryuko didn't really have a way to take him down. I mean, Super Shadow's Chaos powers use all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which can move pieces of the Earth around.
Considering Earth's total mass and the speed at which each piece was moved, this would require exerting energy equivalent to 1.6 decillion joules, which translates to over 2,800 zetatons of TNT.
That's a ton of power. A lot more
Right.
than Ryuko's biggest hits. Even 1 Chaos Emerald is enough to match Ryuko's best. And considering Shadow can match the power of an emerald when he takes off those inhibitors,
Yep,
he
he
had
took them
better odds
off.
of winning even without going super.
You about to shoot her.
Ryuko put up an amazing
That
fight
made me
once
laugh
the
so
ages,
hard,
but
bro.
Shadow's unmatched power and speed.
He
proved
said,
too
hold on,
much
man.
for her.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this.
Pretty beat up about it too. Do you know what he said when he was asked what his favorite anime is?
I like the one with the edgy girl and the scissor blade.
It's canon. No, really.
In closing,
Wow.
the Hedgehog couldn't be overshadowed, and Ryuko's
Oh,
life
no.
fiber was snipped.
The winner is Shadow the Hedgehog.
I still love Shadow.
Next time. Lex
Oh,
Luthor.
Lex Luthor?
Oh boy, oh boy. Dr.
Dr.
Doom?
Doom.
Woo, woo. April 5th. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no,
'Cause
Dr.
Doom
Doom.
had his own country.
I
don't know.
but Lex Luthor could buy his own country, buy his own island. You feel me? Right.
But
But
it's
Dr.
hilarious.
Doom has the power. Listen, that's gonna be.
Oh, no.
We gonna have a lot of comments and everything about that next battle. That battle's gonna be super insane.
Right, I'm like,
Cause Lex is great villain, okay?
Lex
But
is
Dr.
great villain.
Doom
Dr. Doom is
has
like-
science and magic. He doing
right,
it both.
He doing a lot. So I'm like, I don't.
It's gonna be a good battle right
I
there.
don't know.
It's
Like,
gonna be
Lex gotta gather people. Like,
Yeah,
Dr.
Lex-
Doom just do it.
Yeah.
I
Dr.
don't
Doom is
know.
formidable, bro. I'm excited for that next death battle. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe. Let's
share.
get some more.